The most crushing pressure you endure is the person you imagine yourself to be. For the ultimate truth is not about finding yourself, but about losing everything you think you are. If you are ready for the fire to burn away the I that suffers, let us walk to the banks of the river where a child's identity once dissolved into the infinite. After wandering for 1,000 miles, Adi Shankara finally arrived at the Narmada's banks to find his master. He stepped out of the harsh sunlight and into the shadow of a silent cavern. Inside, the world's noise faded, replaced by a stillness that felt like the heart of the earth. Deep within the darkness sat the sage, Govinda Bhagavad-pada. The boy said nothing. He simply waited. The sage's eyes remained shut, yet he sensed the child's presence. His voice did not emerge from his throat. It rose from the very stones beneath them, vibrating through the cold floor. He asked a single shattering question. Who are you? Reflect deeply on this moment. The boy standing there was a young genius. By the age of 8, he had already mastered the ancient Vedas. He could dismantle the greatest thinkers of the land with sharp, cold logic. He was a master of every scripture written by man. But in the presence of a true master, knowledge is a wall, logic is a cage. The question, who are you, was not a request for a name, a family history, or a list of achievements. It was a lightning strike aimed at the root of his existence. If the boy had said, I am the son of a scholar, it would have been a lie. If he had said, I am a seeker of truth, it would have been just another label draped over the mystery. The irony is immense. The most brilliant mind of the age was suddenly silent. In that absolute confrontation, he realized that his virtues, his holiness, and his vast mountain of knowledge were just colorful rags used to hide a vacancy. The question, who are you, was a sword intended to strike off the head of the I. In that heartbeat, the boy did not search his memory. He did not look into his books. He looked into the abyss. And from that abyss, a song began to flow. He did not respond with a biography. He responded by shattering every boundary. He began to strip away the world layer by layer until nothing but the absolute remained. Mano buddhi ahankara chittani naham. I am not the mind. I am not the intellect. I am not the ego. I am not the memory. Listen carefully to those words. The mask did not simply slip. The one wearing the mask disappeared. He looked at his thoughts and saw they were just weather. Think of the sky. A film plays across it. There is fire, there is water, there is joy, and there is sorrow. But when the movie ends, is the sky burnt? Is it wet? No, the sky is the only reality. The movie was just the dance of light. He was declaring to his guru, the world is the movie and I am the sky. He continued to strip away the layers of the physical. Na prana sangano na vai panchavayuhu. I am neither the breath nor the 5 elements. I am not this body. Imagine a jar. Inside the jar is space. Outside the jar is space. If the jar shatters, does the inside space move to meet the outside space? No, the space was always one. Only the thin walls of the clay jar created the illusion of inside and outside. Your body is that jar. Your breath is that jar. You are the space. You are the sky. And your body is just a cloud passing through you. The sky does not cling to the cloud. It does not mourn when the cloud vanishes into the blue. Why do you? Then he moved to the most dangerous layer of all. Name dvesha ragho, name lobha moho. I am neither virtue nor am I vice. I am not sin nor am I merit. This is the ultimate provocation to the human mind. Even your goodness can be a prison. We are so proud of our morals, our religion, and our standing as good people in the world. But these are just golden handcuffs. If you're proud of being good, you are still trapped in the I. Fire does not ask if the wood it consumes is holy or wicked. It simply turns the wood into light. The child was that fire. He looked at the sage and told him, I have burnt the wood of my personality. Only the light remains. Every verse he sang ended with a roar that shook the damp walls of the cave. Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. I am the form of consciousness and bliss. I am the infinite. I am Shiva. I am Shiva. The mask didn't just slip, the one wearing it evaporated. There was no boy left to answer the sage. There was only the ocean describing itself to itself. Now look into the mirror of your own present moment. We live in a world obsessed with being someone. We groom our digital avatars, hungry for likes, desperate for validation, and terrified of being nothing. This is the root of your suffering. You are trying to maintain a self that does not exist. You are like a man trying to trap the wind in a net. You are exhausted because you are defending a ghost. You may be watching this to learn, but truth is not a new item for your collection. It is a fire that burns the collection down. You fear nothingness, but in the realm of the spirit, zero is not empty. Zero is the source of everything. When you are nobody, you are finally free to be everything. You are not your job. You are not your bank balance. You are not your past mistakes. You are not even the face you see in the mirror every morning. Those are just shadows cast upon a wall. The light that casts those shadows, that is you. Stop searching. The searcher is the only obstacle. Do not try to understand this hymn with your intellect. Do not try to memorize these words to impress others. Instead, just for a moment, let your name fall away. Let your history dissolve. Forget who your parents were. Forget your greatest achievements. Forget your most painful failures. In this gap, in this absolute nakedness of the soul, where the I has nothing left to grasp, who is here? Rest in that which remains when everything else is gone. Adi Shankara walked into that cave as a boy seeking a master, and he walked out as the truth itself. He didn't find a guru to give him something new. He found the mirror that showed him there was no one to be found. The Narmada river still flows, carving through the ancient stone. The cave is still there, silent and cool. But the boy who mastered the world by losing himself, he is the silence in your own breath. He is the stillness between your thoughts. Can you let go of the you that is trying so hard to be spiritual? Can you allow the traveler to disappear so the king can finally see the kingdom? There is nowhere to go. There is nothing to become. Simply rest in the bliss that you are.